Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. First, let me say shout out to Kella C1. Kella, thank you for being here. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to Nature Man, Stacy and Williams. Thank you, Lomo. Good morning. Miss Goldie Robinson, thank you. Nicole Bazar, good morning. Sean Castle, good morning. Empress D and Junior Cameron. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs. Shout out to my stay-at-home moms and pops. Shout out to the retirees. Shout out to my truck drivers. All the drivers, the Uber driver, the Lyft driver, the taxi driver, all the drivers, long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the brother Troy Star Trucking Vlogs on YouTube, up and early this morning, and a lot to give thanks for because we are still here in the land of the living. Woke up this morning healthy and strong, and I have all my faculties, so I have to give thanks to the Most High. Yeah, people are drop out like flies. Don't mind my artwork. I explained to you how my artwork got there. Just haven't gotten around to cleaning it off yet. All right. Big up on yourself, people. Good morning. Let me take a sip of my tea, and then we can get into this. Elderberry and echinacea is what's in my cup this morning. See? Tea too hot though, so I'm gonna make it cool down a little bit. I'm gonna get into some talk. All right. Somebody sent me a video, and the video is of a brother named Slaughta in a white BMW with the top off, a late model BMW, newer BMW with the top off, drop top BM, enjoying his life in Jamaica. But the video wasn't about him enjoying his life. The video was him dead, him slumped over in the car with blood everywhere. Listen, man, why they did him like that, I don't know. Somebody reached out to me and said, I just landed in Jamaica, and I was on my way to meet my brother, and they did this to him. They murdered him. I am done with Jamaica. That was the first message that I got concerning this. And then I got the pictures and the videos. Wow. So as far as I know about this brother, right? This is public information. It's on news sites. It says that he lived in Atlanta. He was in Jamaica for a couple of months, you know, chilling out, living life, enjoying the fruits of your labor and taking care of business because he had business there. What business? What was printed in the public says that he had many cars, taxis and buses. You know, when you have your vehicle and a run route, you're going to make money. And it's funny enough because I just said that to y'all the other morning. I said, the idea of starting your own transportation company, and you might start out with one car, because we were talking about the Garwood guy and the lady who get killed at the church, and they said how he had multiple vehicles on the road and the man make money, and everybody assumed that all the money in that relationship was just his. And although his wife was a bank manager, that she might not have contributed to anything. So I'm dead and gone, and she just take everything that he had left behind. And we were not arguing, but we were discussing and saying that the lady put into the relationship as well. And they didn't give her enough time to actually work out the details. You know, when somebody passes away, you have to like pay off all the bills, mortgage probably still out on the house, bank loans are still out on these multiple vehicles that they have running, you know, and all these things. She had to settle all that first before she could start dividing up stuff and say, okay, this much I'm going to keep and this much is for your dad's, so I'm going to give that to you because he would have wanted you to have. They never gave her a chance. Few months after he died, we saw what happened. Our stepson, feeling like what she had she wasn't worthy of it. So we were talking about the whole transportation thing. And I said, you know, you start out with one car, you end up with many vehicles on the road. You could be living your life. Apparently, this brother owned a lot of vehicles in a certain area on the road. So, you know, you're young, you got your head on your body, you're making money, you're earning lovely, and you want to live some nice life because you're young. I don't know if this is a jealousy thing. I don't know if this man involved in any other kind of thing. Somebody sent me another video of him in a party, and he was like, you know, showing enough gun sign, like this is squeezing the trigger. You know, so I mean, I party to the camera, like them kind of gestures. I'm not going to use that gesture to judge, because if you saw me in a party, you would probably see me in there and lift up long rifle, because the song said lift up long rifle and bust blank in the ear. And, you know, I'm doing that, but that's in a party. Y'all see me on a day-to-day basis here. You know how I speak. You know that I'm not about that. I don't condone any of that. It's just sad. So I'm not going to use that video to judge him. I don't know what his life is about. I don't know who he did wrong. I don't think this is just some random killing though. Usually these killings are connected in some way. You did somebody wrong somewhere, or was this a robbery? But there are times when this is just plain jealousy. We don't know. But to see the brother wasted like that, it's like when they shot him, the car out of control, because you're driving and you get shot, the car is going to go wherever the car will go. You might panic when the shot lick you, and you steer steering wheel into a tree. So he steered up the car into some bushes, wrecked the car, and he's just laying there now in the car. The car now move, it mash up, him now move, he's dead. What the hell do they get out of this? What do they get out of this? And then I seen a certain selector, big name selector, come on social media showing real tears. Obviously, this is someone they were close to. I'm hoping that someone jump in the comment section and say, SouFlo, I'm my brother, and me send you the message. Let me tell you what happened. Or somebody said, yo, me know him, you know. Yeah, that man that involved in the archive. Somebody tell me something, because I don't know nothing. I don't know anything about his personal life. I didn't even know about his existence. If you did ask me yesterday or day before yesterday, yo, you know who Slaughta Tone is, bad DJ, bad selector, you know, I would have been like, no, never heard of him. See? So I can't speak on this man's life, but I can speak on what I saw, and I can speak on why that happened or why that should not happen. What I know, though, is when we do them kind of videos here, we're not talking to the people who actually do these things. So it's like preaching to the choir, because none of you in here in this comment section aren't, well, I'm assuming, aren't gunmen. None of you in here aren't murderers. You don't go killing people. You wake up early in the morning, you go to work. That's why we call it morning thoughts, because morning thoughts is for people who wake up in the morning, have to put foot on ground, I have to brush my teeth, wash my face, try to get something to eat real quick, get dressed, out the door, got to be at work, clock in by this time. Them people there is who are the one that were out on the road already or just coming in from work. Them people there is who we do these videos for. You know what I'm saying? It's sad to see a young brother who was obviously successful just laid out like that. What good is that bringing anybody? What good is that bringing anybody? What good is that doing for Jamaica? The image of the island of Jamaica. I mean, how much longer all these killings are going to continue like this and everybody just sit down? And when I say everybody, I mean like everybody who is in a position of power to be able to at least slow this down a whole lot. They're just sitting on their hands, man. And just watching all this. Life, stranger than fiction. Stranger than fiction, because they're just sitting on their hands and just allowing all this to happen. And every now and then they come out and give a few words about how we have to stop the violence. No, man, I'm going to turn no Rasta, Darren Morrison. I'm not turn no Rasta. I need to shave. I need to shave, and I will shave soon. Rasta is not here, you know. Remember that. So I shouldn't even say I'm not turn no Rasta, because I do share a lot of ideologies of Rasta. So I just hear, yeah. People still up on quarantine. I've been lucky enough to be able to work from home. So I don't have to worry about how I gotta look when I go inside of a corporate environment anymore. Not for now. Anyways, I just did all my renewing of my license. I got my license renewed in the mail officially. So occupational therapy is where my thing is at, really. And when I start taking them contracts and I have to wake up in the morning and run left the house like a lot of you, then you will see me back, face clean shave, hair clean, just a low fade, and I'm in a scrubs with a badge on it, right? Part of a therapy staff, that type of stuff. So now make the hair fool you. Hair is not Rasta. We keep confusing people with grow little dreadlocks and say, yeah, my this Rasta and him for trim. And a lot of these people aren't Rasta. They don't even have a close concept of what Rasta is or what Rasta is all about. If you're not respecting people, if you're not respecting life, if you're not respecting the Almighty Creator, if you're not taking care of your children, if you're not being a loving, kind human being all around, if you're not sidestepping foolishness and, pardon my language, early in the morning, if you're not sidestepping foolishness and fuckery, then you are not Rasta. No matter how much hair you grow up on your head and how much beard you have. Me know enough people that are Rasta that don't have a lick of hair. They are clean shaved. And their mindset is as Rasta as His Imperial Majesty teaching themselves. See? Rasta is love, brethren. Otis Nelson, real talk. Rasta is health. Because Rasta teach from long time say your health is your wealth. Look at us just catching on to that in a 2021. Some of us still haven't even grasped the concept yet. When it's from I was a little youth until now. Me here, Rasta, tell people about certain things you know for eating, because your system isn't designed to host these things, and it going in your belly and it rotten, and then in there rotten meat inside of your intestines, disease start develop. Try eat more fruits and vegetables. Go up on a juicing fast every night. And we used to be like, I be a madness, never talk about foolishness. And then we live to be old enough. We won't give Rasta the credit, but when they are talk about, yeah, I'm gonna go on a vegan diet. Yeah, I need to stop eating certain things and clean out myself. Yeah, I need to do a cleanse. Yeah, a Rasta teaching that from long time, from day one. You see, Rasta teaching that from day one. We just catch the concept. It's just now we start say, oh, so them not really mad. Them the real Rasta them me I talk about. So them not really mad. Them actually, oh, okay, so health is wealth. Now we shouting health is wealth. If you don't have your health, you don't have nothing. So don't watch the hair, my brother. The hair there, the hair is gonna go. I'm not attached to any hair. When I was younger, I was, because I did a couple of years of Rasta liberty. But I was young. I'm not talking about 19, 20, to them age there. I was young, 17. Rasta liberty. Not have nothing to do with hair. If you want to grow your hair out after your mind is right, then that's fine, right? But your behavior, your everyday in and out behavior, you are dedicated to goodness, is Rasta. See, Rasta not in a mix up, Rasta not in bangarang, Rasta not sit down and chat people. Rasta don't try to tear down people who are trying to lift themselves up. It's not a crab in a barrel mentality. That is not Rasta. That's not a Rasta. So this brother now, young, successful brother, it's heartbreaking to see that video. It's heartbreaking to watch the video. And I want somebody come link me, whoever sent me these videos, and the person that said, the person just landed up. That's what the note said. I just landed in Jamaica, SouFLo. I'm on my way to go see my brother. I'm going to get this. This is what they did to him. Me done with Jamaica, is what the person said. Man, I feel some type of way. because I've been on YouTube for 5 years now. And I've been saying the same thing. Over the weekend, I posted one of my first videos, so people can see. I did research, laid out everything. The video is called Jamaica Still a Slave Colony. Just type into YouTube, Jamaica Still a Slave Colony. You'll realize I didn't even notice the importance of holding the camera steady. So I used to hold my camera with my hand like this. So of course, you know, after a while you get tired. So the video shaky like this, because I was trying to hold the video out here and do a video. But go look at those videos, because I did research to do those videos to show you that everything that is big, every conglomerate that is in that country is owned by somebody outside of that country and somebody that is not of Afro persuasion. This killing thing. Could you imagine you land in Jamaica, right? You're at the airport and your phone go off, and this is the message they sent you, and it's your brother laid out on the side of the road somewhere, crashed up in a bush, head slumped over, look like gunshot bore up, all of this. I mean, God, man. Wow. Yeah, Buju said country for sale. You know, we have a country for sale a long time. Buju did lock up the whole time. We have a country for sale. But Buju is Buju. Buju's voice is much louder than ours. His platform is much bigger than ours. Country for sale. Apply within. No Quebec, tell me what I want. Why them sell out everything? That, me listen to Buju. So when you say Buju said it, me can even go into the how the song sound and everything. You know, so me pull up nothing for no screen or anything. It's in my head. It's sad. It's sad as hell. Just the sight of the brother made me just feel some type of way. To see that it's going to be another, oh well, move on, moving right along. And it's going to happen again. And it's going to happen again. And it's going to happen again. Where I feel some type of way about is the amount of fight I got. People, listen. I want you to go back and check from 5 years coming forward. And I want you to send me any vlogger, any Jamaican platform that was addressing the serious issues before I was. I mean, take it up on myself. I said to myself when I started YouTube, yes, I like dancehall and I want to do dancehall music reviews because I did pen and paper, but I'm going to do my thing different from everybody else. Pen and paper is when the song is so bad that you take a pen and a paper and you have to listen to that song and write out every word. There's a part on SouFLoTV called pen and paper, but I realized that everybody had do that. Not the pen and paper. Everybody was doing dancehall reviews and comedy stuff. You know, them time that you had Trabas and him dressing him wig and him doing girl thing, people bun him about him on something that and all this. I said I wanted to do something different. I wanted my platform to be meaningful, to serve a purpose, right? We weren't here for a short stay. We wanted to be here. We wanted to create this platform to discuss these things and even speak about solutions. We've done all of that. Some people just getting over here to SouFLoTV now and they are saying, SouFLo, you always talk about the problems. Why you not talk about solutions? It's like all of y'all just talk about the problems. Do you know how many times me and the SouFLoTV audience has sat down and pen and papered out solutions and did videos and approached leaders, people in positions of power with these proposals, and they were ignored? Like I said, we don't have a Buju Banton voice or platform, so nobody now listen. They were quicker to quote a Buju when Buju said country for sale, when you've been saying country for sale 5 years before Buju put it in a song and said country for sale. That's just how things work. It's his platform. He's huge. It's disheartening as hell. The amount of fight that I got from the beginning. Matter of fact, almost all these vloggers, them used to fight me, SouFLoTV. And it was the same people who supported them. yeah, SouFLo eat him own shit. Let me see the video. Let me see the video. Then they come over on my channel. Hey, shit mouth boy, we see the video with you and them your own shit and all that. It's a parody video I did long time ago with me and my son. And the video was, what would you do if this happened in the bathroom or something like that, right? And them Techie Antonio, there are channels out there that started their YouTube channel off trying to tear this channel down. And people actually followed them. And they gained a lot of views from it. So we sit out here and we support the people who try to tear down people that are doing good, people that are here for our upliftment and our betterment. We support the people who try to tear them down, and then we act like our hands are clean. We don't have anything to do with it. Let me tell you something, man. You don't have to load up that gun there. You don't have to pull that trigger. You supporting them. You supporting certain things that are said. You supporting certain people whose obvious agenda is to tear down anybody who do good, then you are a big part of the problem as well. Just as big as the person who is actually executing these movements. Long time we're talking about them something else. Long time we're looking for some kind of resolution. And we have our own people that were tearing us down in the process. You hate Jamaica. Some people said that boy I work with FBI and CIA, you know, for destabilize Jamaica, and I see every video and put up something bad in talk about Jamaica. Hey boy, SouFLo, you have a ruin with tourism industry. I'm saying poor little me, who's only discussing what has already been made public. I don't dig up people information and release stuff to the public they don't want anybody to know. That's not what I do. But this is not about me. This is not about me. This is about the mindset of a people who throw the gas in the fire and then a ball about, whoa, the fire blaze up, the fire blaze up. And the people who throw the gas into the fire, watch it blaze up, and really sit there and talk about, watch how the fire burn, watch how the fire, everybody house a burn down now, because the fire don't stretch and reach far. How about you don't throw the gas in the damn fire? How about you be a part of trying to put the fire out? Before the fire reach over so and start burn up everybody's house, including yours and mine. People are acting like this ain't gonna reach me, I'm good. I'm far away, I'm safe. When the brother tell me, say, I drop him just reaching, me on my way to go see my brother SouFLo and this, me get sent. Me done with Jamaica. When the brother send me that, I'm thinking to myself like, see that? Is when it reach everybody's doorstep is when they want to call out for help. Is when it reach everybody's doorstep is when it's like, it's all about me, and me. It don't reach my family, so me know nothing to say about it and I don't really care. But then when it reach your family, why, somebody cry for me too. We've been crying for a long time and you weren't a part of the cry. Matter of fact, you was one of them that was telling us to shut up. Lower your voice. Don't speak that out so loud. Y'all gonna make we look bad. All kind of something like that. You tried to muffle the sound of the cry for help and justice. But now upon your doorstep, y'all cry loud, loud, loud. I've been telling everybody this, that it's going to reach your doorstep. You don't see it? Y'all don't see it? Man, Jamaica ain't but this big. I'm about that wide. It's going to reach your doorstep. In the form of, if it's not you, because you get lucky and fly out and you think you're safe because you're in England or you're in Canada or you're somewhere in some cozy suburban place in the US, or you in Germany or Sweden or wherever you think you're far. Your people them still there. Somebody who tugs at your heartstring is still there, whether it's a grandmother, a mother, auntie, uncle, a cousin, a sister, a brother. It's going to reach your doorstep if we not start get loud. I've been getting loud for 5 years now. And I've had enough people put them hand on my mouth to try and muffle me for 5 years now. How much more of this can we really take? Come on, people. It's broad daylight. Them kill the brother, you know? And like I said, I don't know his personal life. I don't know when do to who. People ask me, SouFLo, you believe in jungle justice? I say, yes, I believe in a jungle justice. I'm not afraid to say it. I do. Because if the law cannot bring me justice, I will bring relative justice to myself. And then me and God have to go deal with that. So I can't speak on what the brother did to make that happen in his life. But I can speak on the way it was done and how often this is happening. Big broad daylight. How many of us would like to go to Jamaica right now? Rent a luxury convertible. Drop the top because it's cold as Rasta where you live. And you can fly out and you can stay out for months because money good. Your bill is paid. You don't have nothing to worry about. You're not coming back to a final notice on anything. Repo man ain't looking for your vehicle. Mortgage not back up and late. Or rent not back up and late and landlord want to kick you out. How many of you want to do that right now? Just go roll out in a luxury vehicle, a big bimmer, and drop the top and feel the cool breeze and the nice sunshine and go enjoy yourself on one of the beautiful beaches in Jamaica and eat some good organic food and vibes with some people. Yeah, brother, you know, say a lot of time I say that, yo, see, you know, have a good vibe. How many of us want to do that? And then think about how frightening it is for people that have to witness this. So even if you can afford to do it, you're like, me not do it. Because I don't want to end up like Slaughta tone. Now see how them dash of the man, broad daylight, nobody saw nothing. No cameras anywhere. No satellite tracking, CCTV, nothing anywhere. No surveillance drones, no nothing anywhere. Nobody saw anything. Gunmen escaped in nearby bushes or right off Panayang, never to be seen again. How often are we going to hear this and see this before it starts to affect us as well? You can't tell me, say, you really buy your ticket and go Jamaica and you feel comfortable and you just go everywhere and you really enjoy the fruits of your labor. Some people are talking about, yeah, because you're not to show off. Hello, when people work hard and want the best things in life for themselves, that's not showing off. Them work hard feet. Showing off is when you get illegal money, you are rob and kill people feet, and you out here in a big nice car and a show off and look on my jewelry, look on my this, look on my damn brand clothes, look on my that, dash money over there, so hey, buy out the bar, 20 buckle on table, that's showing off. But if a person work hard for them things and they uphold their responsibilities, is he a good father? Yes. Nobody knows nothing to say about him, how he treats his children. A committed man to his wife, yes. A hard worker and not lazy, yes. So why shouldn't he be able to, Jamaica we come from, you know? Most of us, our dreams, from we left till now, our dreams was, yo, man, I go over here, so in the coal, I'm going to work myself, I'm going to save a lot, I'm going to use all the opportunities available to me. I'm going to get some education for those who do that. I'm going to open a business for those who do that. The end goal all the time. Go back home, build up something nice, own your piece of the rock. Paradise where everybody flies to, right? When I'm over in Germany and these places, people are like, Jamaica, oh man, that's my dream vacation spot. And imagine you were born there. It's your blood right. So we leave with these intentions in mind, and then we see these things happening over and over and over. Just the whole concept of the fact that he lives in Atlanta, but he was in Jamaica for a few months. I chill out. handling business and enjoying life. And this is his end. A lot of people are looking at it and saying, boy, you should have stayed at Atlanta because you would still be alive. Even though depending on what people are into, you can get reached anywhere. Because some people will send people come kill you. Depending on what you're into. So like I said, I can't speak on the intricate details of his life because I don't know. That's not what my conversation is about this morning. George Christopher, thank you. I appreciate you greatly. George Christopher said, good morning, SouFlo. Every problem has an expiration date. Jesus Christ has already declared you a hashtag success. Manners and respect, family. And I agree with what you're saying. All of us have an expiration date. Every human has an expiration date. We just no one get expired by a gunshot to the side of the face or the head because we decide to go home to visit and enjoy some of what we've been shoveling snow and working so hard for and slave out ourselves for. We have this mentality where we continue to kill the goose that lays the golden egg. And then we look around looking for more golden eggs. And when they're not coming, we go find another goose that lays golden eggs and kill that the goose too. When I say the goose that laid the golden egg, I'm talking about somebody who is able to provide for not just themselves. So them not come home for show off. They came home to build. They're going to open a business. They're going to provide jobs. Marky, Richard, Dave, and Steve, them four, they never get to fly out. I got to fly out. I got to experience and use up all the opportunities I had. I bettered myself. Me not forget them four here. So when I come back now, I say, all right, buy a car, put it on the road. Give this a one. Buy a next one, put it on the road. Give this a one. Flip the money from these two, buy a next vehicle, give this a one. Everybody said them want to drive vehicle, right? This is me providing for them so they can provide for themselves and their family and giving them gainful employment at the same time. It's sad to see how we are willing to like get up every morning, go work for other people. People who don't really give a damn about us, because if you quit your job today, I guarantee you they replace you today. Most of you on here right now, if you quit where you work today, they will replace you today. It's freaking disheartening, man. It's disheartening. Disheartening as hell. You can't uplift your own. You can't turn back and help your others. You can't shine. Sometimes I can't blame people. I used to be mad as hell because, you know, me, I'm one of them Jamaican that where you can talk bad about everywhere else, but don't talk bad about my place. Let me talk bad about it because I will find a way to do it constructively. And it has an end, meaning my intentions are pure. Because I have to go live in that same place as well. So why wouldn't I want to see it better? I was one of those Jamaicans that used to get offended when people say, I'm Jamaican, but I left 10 years ago and I'm never going back. That place needs a whole lot of fix up. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, I said, why are you running away, leaving your place? I can't blame people now. People, where I live in Florida, if I drop the top on a BMW and drive out, not up, maybe hood chicks and hood ninjas might be impressed. Not a person care. Where I just bought this house, I just went outside a couple of days ago and did a survey of surrounding. I'm surrounded by 7 white families. Not one of them would give a damn. Nobody now pre you for your things where you work hard for. If I pull out on the street in a BMW and think me I do something, somebody pull up next to me in a Maserati, somebody pull up next to me in a Porsche Phantom, in a Rolls Royce Phantom, somebody pull up next to me in a Porsche Cayenne brand new truck. some $100 and something thousand dollar, $200 and something $1,000 vehicles. They don't care about that. So how can I blame people who want to be okay where they're at and want to work hard, but also want to enjoy the fruits of their labor? You have one life to live. Why not have the finest things in life if you can afford them without breaking the bank? Especially if you've already taken care of all your responsibilities. Why not? But when you're reaching at a place, if you have to move like Jim Screechy, you can't tell nobody say you come. And when you reach, you can't tell nobody when you're leaving. And you can't tell nobody where you're really going to be hanging out at. And after certain hours, you have to lock up in a house. And what kind of life is that? What kind of life is that? And we must accept this as normal. Just get used to it and don't say nothing. That message, I don't know why the message was like they hide it. So YouTube hide things sometimes, but listen up. Let me show the message. The message says, these white folks probably do care about what you have. And since many are racist, they just don't show it. They care. They don't care enough to kill me for it, though. They might look and they might say, I wonder what he does for a living. Especially now that I work from home and I've been working from home for the longest. They're like, I'm sure they're speculating. Me see them watch sometimes. He never leaves the house, really. So how can they afford all this? How can they afford that house? How can they afford those cars? How can they afford this? How can they, people, they'll look, but that's okay. You're not killing me for it. You're not plotting on how to blow my damn brains out while I'm driving down the street just because you don't like that I'm being successful. That's the difference. That's the difference. People are going to look always. They're going to talk always. They're going to hate always. Jealousy is always going to be around. But it is the climate of getting beyond that jealousy to a point where you feel like you just have to kill the man. Just take away a life, you know. A life, you know. Murder somebody picnic. Some woman had this boy in her belly. Bring him, push him out, raise him. And you put a bunch of gunshot in him head side. For what? For what? Man, I'm trying to find the details though of why. Because I want to see if he was involved in anything or if people were just out to get him. Because I try to make some understanding of this. I refuse to believe, although I have to see that that's what it is a lot of the times. Just plain old jealousy. We talked about this before, right? People will hate you for anything. You don't have to do nothing. You could just be a person that speaks positive all the time, and the cross, angry, miserable spirit in somebody is going to feel like it has to fight that. And not even the person, you know, the person is overcome by these things. Then there's what I call demonic feelings, and they let it take them over. They will hate you just because a lot of people side with what you say. They will hate you just because a lot of people gravitate towards you. It's like a brother I say, yo, SouFLo, me watch a thing all the time, you know, but my wife, she can't stand you. So when me I watch it, you know, me I watch it on my phone and thing, but me put it on the TV, she talk about turn off the TV or change the channel. Me hate that boy there, me can't stand him. So he said, me ask her why. She said, because him chat too much. This is a man telling me that this is his wife, right? Because him chat too much. I think I said to him, I bet she should tell you, say you chat like gal too when you speak a lot. Because that alone tells me the kind of mind frame of a person that is. I run a talk show format, so how could I not chat too much? What you want me to do? Stay as Alexa? Then you're going to hear some in chat enough. She don't like me because I chat too much. So the brother said, he said to his wife, yeah, but him chat a lot, but him chat a lot of sense. She said, oh, me used to listen to him one time, but me not listen to him again. Me not do this lady nothing. I didn't do this lady nothing. I don't even know this woman. But that's to show you how people will hate you just for nothing. It burns my heart because when I say the selector who I'm talking about, big name selector, those of you who are on his stuff on IG, you will know who I'm talking about. When he post the picture, right? He post the picture, I cry. Come up mouth like this and just I cry. And I see a lot of people on there that are famous were like heart emojis and people that say, John O'Bridgen, my heart break and blah, blah. So I read the comment section and find out what going on because they post a picture without saying why they're, and then finally me see a female in the comment section say, enough of you over here talking about this is about football and him lose. And that man I cry about. Man I cry because what them do to him good friend and him brethren, Slaughta tone. So we go look up Slaughta tone now and see what happened, man. Boom, headline. Enough of them are people who put gasoline on the fire. That's why I say I don't want no friend, especially friend that's gonna put no battery in my back to get involved in nothing stupid, for go do nothing stupid or anything. Because all they're gonna do is RIP you on a t-shirt if you're that lucky. Make 2 social media posts about you and get a whole heap of views and comments. And they move on with their life. Jano, Nature Man said, no matter when you speak truth and rights, many will fight you down. It only makes you know SouFLo you're doing true thing. Facts, family. I've come to realize that when you are a truth speaker, you have no friends. Really. Really. Sometimes even the person who you lay down with will become your enemy. Because I'm likely that you were a truth speaker in the beginning, but to be under hearing constant truth all the time, not everybody is ready for it. People get offended and think you talk about them, or them get offended and feel like, yeah, I would have boy like him, chat like him, know everything, and yes, Mr. Know It All, and they start developing like this kind of towards you when all you're doing is speaking truth. So yeah, it's a lonely life. It's a you're right. It's a lonely life. A lonely life when you decide to be a truth speaker. Anytime you decide to be an upfront person, raw and to the point, and start speaking truth and truth only, and dealing with facts and facts only, you're going to start to have a whole lot of enemies. Maybe even inside your own house. I saw life go. You have to be strong enough and your back up and broad enough to walk the road there. That is why there are a lot of people, adults, who crumble under peer pressure and they side with what has become the norm. Everybody said don't talk about it, so me not talk about it neither. The crowd moved to the left, so me I move to the left with the crowd. The crowd move back to the right, so me I move back to the right with the crowd now. It takes something else to be able to stand and say, me not care which way the crowd move. I stand here, 10 toes down. This is what I say, stand by my words. And once you become that, the crowd, they will move to the left and to the right. Some of them might say, yeah, me I side with him too. But the majority of that crowd is going to have daggers for your back. Some will be in words, and others will take it even further and want to literally take off your head. Doreen Johnson says, that's so true. I have lots of people who don't like me for that. I don't know why them kill the brother like that, but God know. The picture, and y'all know I can't post them pictures upon, I can't post these pictures on YouTube, right? The last time I posted anything like that on YouTube, I was banned for 6 months. Could not go live for 6 months. YouTube has what's called violating community rules. So as a creator, a content creator for YouTube, I can't violate community rules and put these things out. I'm even wondering if I should forward it to my WhatsApp chat room so other people can see it, because they're on the internet already, but I don't know if it's just a people personal thing them send me. But to see that brother like that, man, it did something to me. I had 2 topics to talk about this morning. And one of them was slaughterhouse and this killing condition in Jamaica and all these things and how it ties in. And then the other one, you know, I have to be true to myself out of everything. If you're not being true to yourself in life, man, then it's not worth living. And like Bob Marley said, if your life don't serve a purpose for others, then it's not worth living as well. So I have to be true to myself. One of the hardest things you will ever have to do is to give up on someone you truly love. So I'm switching topics. We have about 13 minutes left. And I really wanted to touch this topic. One of the hardest things you will have to do in life is to give up on someone you truly love. One of the hardest things you'll ever have to do is to part ways with someone that you wanted to always be there. And you will never hurt like this kind of hurt until you actually try to love someone who is damaged. That more I talk about for the next 10 minutes. I actually wrote that down because I didn't want to forget to speak on it, so I'm going to say it again. One of the hardest things you will have to do in life, ever, is to give up on someone that you truly love. One of the hardest things you will have to do in life is to part ways with someone that you always wanted to be there. And you will never hurt like this kind of hurt until you love someone that is truly damaged. You hear me? Not everybody is going to be there for your whole journey. That's a lesson in life that you will have to learn and come face to face with. DK74 says, woe in my heart, heavy this morning. May I tell you, may I unburden this morning. May I unburden this morning. One of the hardest things you will ever have to do in life is to give up on someone you truly love. You know, sometimes you love people, but they don't love you. They don't love you like how you love them. Or they haven't gotten to the place in life yet where they understand the full concept of love and what love is. So you're just going to have to move on. Yeah? One of the hardest things you'll have to do is to part ways with someone you always wanted to be there. You notice I said you always wanted to be there? Because you plan life, you know. And you say, yeah, me and so I ride this out to the end. But you don't know what's in another person's mind. Them not plan life with you like that. See? So when you have to part ways with somebody you always wanted to be there, it's going to be painful. It's going to be painful to come to that realization that that person never wanted to be there like how you wanted them to be there. They probably did have their exit strategy all along. Or your value to them was not that high. You know, some people value you to the point where it's like Just the very thought of losing you is enough to make them readjust everything. Okay, listen, come on, let's talk. I don't want to lose you. Look, what do we have to do? And then you have other people who are like, you say, listen, I can't take this no more, I'm gone. And they're like, okay, bye. Like, dash you out like garbage, you know? Okay, bye. I wasn't looking when I found you. I'm sure me running to somebody else, bye. It's like nothing you brought to the table was valuable enough for you to be, for them to want to keep you around. When people start to make you feel like you're expendable, you come a dime a dozen. If you go, me pick up a next one. It's like your eggs at the grocery store. Only put egg in there. Mash one, me pick up a next one. You know? They will never value you. That is where being in love with someone who is damaged to the core is painful. Painful. Somebody say a false friend that. Well, there are a lot of false people out there, friend. A lot of false people are out there. And they come in all forms. They come in a wife form. They come in a husband form. They come in a platonic friend form. They come in your close family members, relatives form. Nobody will ever hurt you like somebody you love, because that is where you care. Strangers do the same thing to you and you're like, yeah, whatever. I saw them stay. Fake friend them, dash them, we move on with life. But when somebody who you love and care for, and you demonstrate day in, day out love and care for. See, some people think love is mouth and words. I love you. And I tell people this all the time. You see that mouth, something that I love you, I love you, I love you. I tell my kids I love them every day because I want them to hear their father tell them that he loves them every day. Plus, me don't know how short my life can be. I might live till I'm 150. Me don't know. I might live till tomorrow. I don't know. But I make sure my kids know now, because that's pressing in my mind to let them know now. Seeing how much I love them. But love is not words. So I do the deeds to let them know I love them. I provide beautifully for them, so they know that my I love you is not just words. I love you. A lot of people walking around with the perception of love as, I love you, or I'm telling me him love me 50 times a day, so him love me. People can tell you they love you while stabbing you, literally while stabbing you in your back. I grew up seeing people chat about other people, and I used to sit there and watch, because I've always been an inquisitive child. I used to sit down and watch people, chat people, you know. And then when the person who they're chatting appears, or them phone ring, and it's the person them just dog out, you know. Them answer the phone, oh, what, girl? Yeah, you know, just there I talk about you have to live long, you see. So, oh, everything. If you did hear what them did a chat about you say. So I say, people will love you with words. I love you. I don't care how nice you want to say I love you. If you're going to love me, you have to love me with action. Not true? Speak to me like you love me. Deal with me like you love me. Treat me like I'm valuable and I'm not just a throwaway and I don't come a dime a dozen. Show me you understand my worth and my value. That's love. That's how you deal with somebody with love. Real old hypocrite them. And that's why we have the climate we have now. Family member kill family member setting up family members to die. Yeah, my fly down. Why you think we don't tell nobody when we are flying or fly out no more or all these things? People don't understand love no more. They don't care for love. They care for do for me, do for me, do for me. When you stop do for me, I will just find somebody else to continue doing for me. Or me can do for myself. We live in a wicked world, man. Well, we live in a good world. We live in a world full of wicked people. Good people there too, but we live in a world full of wicked people. And people wicked to the point where they can look at themselves and tell themselves that I'm a good person. Right after or even while doing a wicked deed. It's like some people will save videos and them like the comments. They like the, yes, talk it, true. But they don't see that it applies to them. I mean, I talk to you now, Jesus Christ. I mean, stay so. I chat people and then when them show up, I say, yo, what going? Everything all right? Yeah, man, just a talk about you. I live long enough. I mean, we need to change that part there. I mean, they don't get to that part where, damn, that resonated. That's me. I need to get, that's why we put these messages out. Because everybody on this thing right here is not perfect. Somehow they are right now at exactly how you stay. Will you go away from this live though and say, John, it hit me this morning though? No, they'll go, them going to one church though. And then when pastor preach, them say, boy, the message really touched me today. I don't have to be in a church. Preach me, I preach this morning. I don't have to be in a church to do it. Let this message hit somebody today that need this. Yeah? Fix up yourself. Fix up yourself. Life is a journey, man, and it's supposed to be all about growth and development. Each stage. You finding the best you at each level and elevating to a better level and a better level until the inevitable, which is death. That's what it's supposed to be. Someone will get up every day and live this dirty life. Day in, day out, like you control time. And I have forever to do this. Another day of your fury and foolishness. And tomorrow, same thing again. And the next day, same thing again. And the next day, same thing again. Look at your legacy that you're building to leave behind. You can drop out today, no? And that would have been your legacy. I'm going to say it again. One of the hardest things you will ever have to do is to give up on someone that you truly love. You love people sometimes, but you have to love them from a distance. You love people sometimes, but you have to understand that they don't love you like how you love them. You love people sometimes, but then you realize that they're still in survival mode mentally. And you know, when people in a survival mode, you ever back a tiger into a corner? That is the spirit of an individual that is in survival mode. So you might love somebody, but you have to understand that their level, what they're at right now. Some people are happy at the level they're at. They refuse to grow or change for the better. So you can't stick around. Life is short. You can't waste your time. You love them, so you give a lot of room for change and growth. And you put up with a lot, and you take a lot. But then there's a time where it's time to go. Because if you stay there, they're going to destroy you. Because they are on a destructive mission. Without even realizing it. They're just in survival mode. And you're a casualty of war is what you're going to be to them. You're a stepping stone and a casualty of war. So you can't afford to sacrifice yourself like that with this one life that you've been given. We have 1 minute left on the live here. People, if you don't take anything away from this today, hear what I'm saying, man. Life is about bettering yourself at every step of your journey. Life is about waking up the next day to do better than you did the day before. To be better than you are or were the day before. If you can't grasp that concept of life, then you're going to be hurting and struggling for a long time to come. You see? And love is about action, not words. All right? Stacey Ann Williams says, keeping it real, SouFLoTV. Absolutely, yes. Let people go. Yeah, when it's starting to damage you, you have to let go. I don't care how much you love them. And that's why it's going to be hard. Nobody wants to let go of something that they love or someone that they love. But sometimes it's necessary in order for you to remain sane, in order for you to be happy, in order for you to maximize your potential in life and manifest you, the ultimate you. With that said, I leave this one here this morning. Thank you for tuning in, for coming here. Me chat too much. For those of you who tune in to hear me chat too much, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for waking up early in the morning and tuning in. Blessings. All right. Spread a little love today. But most of all, look at yourself. Look at yourself. And make sure that the problems that surround you and that are in your life, that you understand your role, how you invited it in, because then you will know how to get rid of it. But it starts with you. All right? Have a blessed day, man. I'm out. Peace.